Is Emily going to be in this video? Yes, I'm right here. They found me on the street and were like, well, come answer some questions about mac and cheese. I'm getting paid, right?
Hi, I'm Frank. I'm a chef at the Institute of Culinary Education, and I've been cooking for 24 years. This is the grandma-style pasta making. No mixer required.
I'm Rose, and I'm a food scientist.
I'm Anthony, and I'm a level 2 chef. Every last drop.
Hi, it's Emily. I'm a level 1 chef. Can't get rid of that thing. Don't know what that is. I don't know why I'm here either.
And I'm Rhoda. I'm the video food director at Bon Appétit and Epicurious.
It's day 2. I went home and realized I could have had a better attitude yesterday.
And here are all of the answers
To all of your questions.
About mac and cheese.
Let's spin the wheel of fortune.
Okay, first question. What are the best pastas to use?
And for what reason?
Here's my answer. For mac and cheese, the best pastas to use are ones with holes in them, like the little elbows, because you can get the cheese sauce inside.
They're really great because the sauce will actually go in to kind of and fill the pasta.
I mean, you can use the default elbow macaroni. Okay, that's fine. You can also go fancy and go kind of like the campanelle or go with the gemelli.
You want to use a short pasta instead of a long pasta.
And that has a lot of like curves and holes, and basically you want to think about cheese getting everywhere.
This one has really nice ridges.
Which I think is a gemelli, maybe a fusilli. Fusilli's got the tighter, that's like the spiral part, so I think this is a gemelli. Oh no, this is the gemelli. Well, that's a fusilli. Is this, yeah, I think this is gemelli then. I don't know my own pastas, I'm only half Italian.
I would go with dry pasta over fresh pasta.
Fresh is always better if you can get it.
You definitely want to go with dry pasta.
I tend to go with the dry pasta. I undercook it slightly so that some of the sauce will kind of get soaked into the pasta. Fresh pasta, I think, will be a little too mushy for this.
Are some cheeses objectively better than other for mac and cheese? I like how you throw objectively in there. I would love to actually see an objective rating of like cheeses for mac and cheese.
You want to get cheeses that will melt really nice.
Munster works really well. Colby.
I personally like American cheese, and I'll probably get beat up for that, but American cheese for me gives the sauce some silkiness, and then I'll use like a cheddar or a Parmesan or a Pecorino because they have a high salt content and they have a lot of flavor.
I'm going with a cheddar because I grew up with like, you know, box mac and cheese, and it was always a yellow orangish cheese powder. Maybe got in my head I would go with the powder. No, I'm just kidding. I would go with the cheddar.
I mean, in the end, everything comes down to preference. If you really like something on your mac and cheese, then you're not wrong.
I have very strong opinions about mac and cheese. I think a lot of people do it wrong. Ready? Oh, always afraid of stabbing myself. I've done it so many times.
What is the best cheese to noodle ratio? Ugh, that's a hard question.
I am not the fan of the word noodle, okay? We're, for the most part, using pasta.
One to one? That feels wrong.
2 to 1. 2 cheeses for every noodle.
2 to 1 noodle to cheese?
I don't know the exact ratio, but you definitely want to have a lot of cheese, probably more than you think. This is not a time to hold back.
I don't know. Rose!
I would go with something about 5 to 6 cups of cheese in your sauce to 1 pound of cooked pasta. And then some people like it baked. So you need a little extra cheese sauce in order to bake it and have it not become dried out.
I almost do 2 to 1, sauce to pasta. I like a lot of cheese sauce with my pasta, a lot. Obscene amount of cheese sauce.
Nobody wants a dry mac and cheese.
Well, if you go into a place and they have mac and cheese and you put the spoon in it and right away it's dry, like, I don't even bother. I don't say anything bad. I don't criticize. I just don't go for it. I stop. I just don't eat it. I'll just skip it.
2 cheese and 1 noodle.
This is all caps, so it's a little angry, I guess. It's or they're yelling at us.
Why do you need to put milk in the mac and cheese? Calm down.
It makes it saucier.
I guess you don't need to use milk, but milk is the base of the sauce.
It's your base, really. It's your sauce.
You don't have to put milk in. You can do half and half or cream, but some kind of dairy is necessary to make your sauce.
I put milk in mac and cheese because it helps thin the sauce out a little bit. I mean, straight cheese and mac, it's a little heavy.
If you just add grated cheese to pasta, you're making a different dish. You're making cacio e pepe or something like that. Mac and cheese has to have a silky sauce that's enrobing each morsel of pasta. So that's why you want to use some kind of dairy as your cheese vehicle to completely coat your pasta.
Don't you like your mac and cheese saucy?
I'm lactose intolerant but love mac and cheese. With some non-dairy milks and cheeses make good replacements.
Okay, so this one I actually can kind of answer because I too am lactose intolerant. It's my deep dark secret. I have to take a lot of lactate pills. It's who I am. I think you would want like a cooking friendly non-dairy milk that's like a super neutral flavor. Hemp milk? Because it's not that graininess of almond milk.
I'm sure you can make a bechamel with almond milk or oat milk. And I guess you can make the roux with oil. That would work.
Oh, also, there are a bunch of cheeses that are super low lactose, like buffalo mozzarella. I'm gonna just talk about this for like 45 minutes. So they're gonna have the longest video ever on Epicurious.
Yes, you can make vegan mac and cheese. I've heard of people making a cashew cream. I've even seen people use pureed butternut squash to make a silky sauce.
If you use an older cheese, a lot of the lactose that's naturally occurring in the milk that goes into making cheese, it's already broken down over time by enzymes in the milk. So if you can tolerate some lactose, you can use an older aged cheese and sprinkle that in. You're just gonna have to work and play with the texture a little bit.
Good luck.
Good luck with that.
Okay.
To breadcrumb or not to breadcrumb?
That is the question.
A little Shakespeare.
I always breadcrumb. I think mac and cheese, as good as it is, needs some crunch on top.
I'm not a big fan of breadcrumbs on my mac and cheese. I just think breadcrumbs generally dry things out.
I think using a nice panko breadcrumb that you saute in a little bit of butter first with a little bit of salt and then a little bit of Parmesan or add it to the top and broil that mac and cheese is so delicious.
Oh yeah, always breadcrumb.
Yeah, no, I'm pro breadcrumb.
I like it either way.
I'm pro breadcrumb.
Why did the level 3 chef use graham crackers and sugar in the topping?
My topping is actually a graham cracker and pepper streusel. Looks perfect.
Because they love s'mores.
I gotta say, man, that's when it jumped the shark for me.
I don't have a good answer for this.
I mean, he's a level 3 though, so what do I know? Just a level 2.
When the graham crackers and the sugar caramelize, it's gonna add some nice crunchiness to it. It's gonna add a little sweetness, which adds like a flavor contrast to the sharp cheese. Graham crackers also have a very kind of nice, kind of nutty flavor to them. So like brown sugar and nutty graham crackers will add just another dimension to the mac and cheese. If you serve me this, I'll taste it. I'm not sure I'm gonna eat it. You know, I'm a creamy mac and cheese guy. I'm sure it was delicious, you know.
He was just trying to do something a little different. I thought it was kind of cool.
That was good. That had a nice good ring to it.
What warning signs should I look for to ensure that my macaroni is not overcooked and mushy?
Well, if it starts screaming, that's a huge red flag. Now, if you are a level 1 like Emily, one of the things you might want to do is just read the box.
Good rule of thumb, read the box.
I would do whatever you've been doing, minus a few minutes. So if the box says 10 minutes, cook it for 8 minutes. Cook it for 6 minutes.
You're gonna wanna cook your mac to al dente, or maybe even slightly under.
Because remember, it's gonna cook a little bit more once you add this sauce.
The water should be at a full rolling boil. If you add your pasta while the water's just kind of like bubbling away, it's gonna absorb a lot of water. So just follow the directions on the box and pay attention, and you'll have pasta cooked the right way every time.
Okay.
Why do you have to bake it after it's already edible? You don't have to. If you want to eat it right then and there, go ahead.
You like mac and cheese smooth and creamy, take it out of the pot. If you want it crunchy on top, bake it.
In fact, some people really like a nice, smooth, rich mac and cheese.
My mouth is watering.
Why do you have to do anything to make it more delicious?
I mean, it is already edible, yes. So we're not cooking it just to make it, safe for human consumption. We're cooking it to cook the pasta a little bit more in the cheese sauce to help everything stick together.
It gets like the crusty bits, and that's important.
Next question. What are some tips for deep frying mac and cheese?
Don't.
Deep fried mac and cheese. Sounds delicious. You have to make your mac and cheese the day before so that it sets up and you can slice it.
Make sure you get it really, really cold so that the cheese and the bechamel sauce is gonna solidify.
Cut it into a small ball or a small square.
Bread it. Flour, eggs, and breadcrumb.
Quick, super fast flash fry.
Be very careful.
And then invite me over because I will be eating all of that.
Don't do it.
What is Pictured Guy's best cheese joke or pun?
How would I know? I don't watch the videos I'm not in.
I've never had a question greater. I think no matter how you slice it, this is a difficult question. I mean, okay, this question's a little cheesy. I'd like to think of myself as a pretty sharp guy.
Okay, this must have been Emily putting it in here. Can you eat it with ketchup?
Did Emily send this in?
Sure, you can eat it with ketchup. You can put whatever condiment you want on it.
No, Emily, you can't.
We should ask the ketchup lady.
Can you eat mac and cheese with ketchup? Yeah, and I do. Because I'm a monster. Boom, baby, boom.
I don't make my own pasta, and I don't make my own cheese. I don't have a cow in my backyard that I milk. I don't grow the wheat for my pasta or raise the chickens for the eggs for pasta.
People are so crazy. What are these questions?
I think we should all go home and think about what we've done here today.
And that's everything.
It's everything.
Everything.
Everything
Everything there is to know.
Almost everything.
about mac and cheese.